6:48, time for the morning rush. The incident command team overseeing the operations on the South Fork and Salt fires. They gave an update to the public. Now the crews are trying to hold the line to keep the smaller salt fire from reaching Ruidoso Downs. Yesterday, an additional 570 firefighters arrived in Ruidoso, now for a total of more than 800 people battling the blaze.
This morning, both of the wildfires threatening are being called major disaster by the federal government. 2 people have died and an estimated 1,400 structures which have been lost, which includes an estimated 500 homes. Yesterday, the president approved a major disaster declaration for Lincoln County and the Mescalero Apache tribe. Erica.
And here's a look at our hourly forecast for your morning. We'll see temperatures climbing through the 70s by mid to late morning, the 80s by the early afternoon.
Areas affected by the ongoing wildfires are now also at increased risk of flash flooding. Water rushed into an RV park on Wednesday. A village spokesperson says they got 2.5 inches of rain in an hour and a half, forcing them to pull crews away from the northwestern area of Ruidoso to avoid floodwaters. There have been 3 swiftwater rescues.
Law enforcement in Ruidoso, they are now reassuring the public that they will remain in the area after false posts of mass looting surfaced on social media. The village has confirmed only one break-in at a business, but say the case is now closed. Officials add that police will continue patrols while the community is evacuated. The village says the officers are investigating all cases reported to them. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is high today as we'll be seeing more flash flooding threats in the burn scar areas, including down at the Ruidoso fires. We'll also see a chance for severe storms in northwest New Mexico this evening.
At a city meeting last week, the Albuquerque Human Rights Board discussed a proposal that would make attacks and discrimination against homeless people a hate crime. Supporters of the proposal hope that it will strengthen the cases that are slipping through the cracks and encourage more homeless people to report crimes committed against them. The board is scheduled to discuss the proposal again next month.
And here's a look at what's happening around the metro this weekend. This morning, Hinkle Family Fun Center is inviting you to celebrate their 30th anniversary. Saturday, Albuquerque families are invited to the Summer of Nonviolence block party at Tower Pond Park. And also Saturday, the Great New Mexico Beer Festival at Balloon Fiesta Park. Erica.
A check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And trackers heading north on I-25 near the Big I. It looks like things are still moving up to speed.
An Alto family says they are thankful to be together this morning after the mother went into labor in the middle of wildfire evacuations. Joshua and Lena Sandy started noticing the smoke from the South Fork fire on Monday, but as the worry set in, so did contractions for a 9-month pregnant Lena. The couple arrived at the Eastern New Mexico Medical Center where Lena delivered baby Hayden on Tuesday.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, Bernalillo County is releasing a look at this year's general obligation bond questions. This year's $40.5 million package includes 6 questions on the next general election ballot. The list of questions includes $2.5 million for libraries, $9.6 million for public safety facilities, vehicle and other county buildings, $12.4 million to Parks and Rec, $10.8 million for transportation, $4.4 million for storm drainage, and another $700,000 to public housing.
At number 4, city officials are looking to make attacks and discrimination against the homeless a hate crime. Now, this would ramp up penalties for any crime if the victim was targeted for being homeless. Supporters of that proposal hope that it will strengthen the cases that are supposedly slipping through the cracks right now and encourage more homeless people to report crimes committed against them. Now, the city is hosting a hearing on Saturday with testimonies from the homeless about their experiences.
And number 3, we'll be seeing showers and thunderstorms across the state during the day today. Those will continue through eastern New Mexico pretty much all day long, but we'll see afternoon and nighttime storms in the Four Corners and central New Mexico.
At number 2 this morning, 2 wildfires threatening the village of Ruidoso. They are now being called a major disaster by the federal government. Yesterday, the president approved a major disaster declaration for Lincoln County as well as the Mescalero Apache tribe. That will then release now federal funding to the families and businesses in the area affected by the fires. The governor's office and Department of Homeland Security say that they are now working to add Otero County to the declaration.
And number 1, 2 people have died and more than 1,400 structures have been lost in the South Fork and Salt fires. The South Fork and Salt fires are still 0% contained right now. At the moment, South Fork is burning at more than 16,000 acres and the Salt fire more than 7,000. Yesterday, an additional 570 firefighters arrived in Ruidoso for a total of more than 800 people battling the blaze.